John Deere built its reputation on green paint, reliability, and machines farmers could trust for generations. For decades, that leaping Deere symbol stood for durability, simplicity, and hard work done right. But not every tractor wearing that iconic green lived up to the legend. Some were engineering failures from the start. Others broke down so often that farmers swore they would never buy green again. Today, we're counting down the 10 worst John Deere tractors ever created. These are not the tractors shown in glossy brochures or celebrated in brand history. These are the machines that drained bank accounts, sat broken in sheds during critical seasons, and damaged trust between farmers and one of agriculture's most famous brands. From hydraulic nightmares to transmissions that failed under load, from electronic systems that cost fortunes to repair to designs that were obsolete the day they left the factory. These tractors prove that even legends get it wrong when engineering fails or cost-cutting goes too far. Number 10. John Deere 1130 1970s European market. The John Deere 1130 was designed primarily for Europe, producing around 60 horsepower from a 4-cylinder diesel. While that power level suited European farming, the tractor's hydraulics and clutch did not. The hydraulic system struggled to deliver adequate flow and pressure, limiting its ability to operate modern implements. The weak clutch wore prematurely or slipped under loads it should have handled, increasing operating costs and frustration. These issues prevented the 1130 from gaining popularity even in its intended markets. John Deere largely kept it confined to Europe, likely to avoid damaging its global reputation. As a result, the 1130 remains one of Deere's most forgotten failures. Number 9. John Deere 530 1958 to 1960. The John Deere 530 was obsolete almost the moment it was released. With 45 horsepower from a 2-cylinder engine and weak hydraulics, it represented outdated technology in an industry rapidly embracing multi-cylinder engines and advanced hydraulic systems. Farmers recognized immediately that the 530 belonged to the past. Its inability to handle modern implements severely limited its usefulness. Poor sales led to a short production run, marking the end of John Deere's 2-cylinder era. The 530 stands as proof that timing matters just as much as engineering. Number 8. John Deere 8430 1970s. The John Deere 8430 was a high-horsepower 4-wheel drive tractor meant for serious work. Producing up to 175 horsepower, it should have dominated large fields. Instead, overheating issues and poor reliability crippled its performance. Under heavy loads, cooling systems struggled to keep temperatures under control, forcing operators to slow down or stop altogether. Breakdowns during peak seasons destroyed productivity. John Deere replaced the 8430 quickly with the improved 8440, signaling acknowledgement that the original design had failed. The 8430's shortcomings nearly damaged Deere's credibility in the high-horsepower market. Number 7. John Deere 7000 series, early 1990s. The early 7000 series marked John Deere's push into advanced electronics. While the goal was improved efficiency and control, the execution was flawed. Sensors, control modules, and wiring frequently failed, leading to expensive repairs and extended downtime. Diagnosing these problems required specialized tools and trained technicians, leaving farmers dependent on dealerships. Despite performance potential, complexity and unreliability made the early 7000 series unpopular among practical farmers. Number 6. John Deere 4320 1970s. With 116 horsepower, the 4320 should have surpassed the legendary 4020. Instead, transmission problems and heavy fuel consumption overshadowed its advantages. Repairs interrupted work, and operating costs climbed. Farmers compared it directly to the 4020 and often chose to keep the older tractor. The 4320 failed to replace its predecessor, proving that more power doesn't matter if reliability suffers. Number 5. John Deere 4000, 1969 to 1972. The John Deere 4000 was a stripped-down version of the 4020, created to lower costs. Unfortunately, the cost-cutting compromised durability. Components wore out faster, and reliability suffered over time. Farmers quickly realized that saving money up front led to higher long-term costs. Poor sales ended production early, cementing the 4000 as a rare but infamous misstep. Number 4. John Deere 3032E pre-2020 models. This compact tractor promised versatility but delivered disappointment. Weak hydraulics, poor loader capacity, and PTO disengagement problems made it frustrating to use. Many buyers found it couldn't perform the basic tasks they purchased it for. Later updates improved the model, but early versions left a lasting negative impression. Number 3. John Deere 2840, 1970s. The 2840 offered 90 horsepower, but struggled with hydraulic failures and overheating. Designed for heavy work, it couldn't sustain it. Farmers expected better and felt let down when breakdowns became routine. Its failure damaged John Deere's reputation in the mid-power segment and pushed some loyal customers toward competitors. Number 2. John Deere 1010, 1960s. The 1010 was underpowered, unreliable, and poorly matched to its competition. Transmission and hydraulic issues plagued the tractor, and its limited horsepower made it unsuitable for many tasks. Complaints mounted quickly, forcing a short production run and leaving the 1010 remembered as a missed opportunity. Number 1. John Deere 2010, 1960s. The John Deere 2010 is widely considered the worst tractor the company ever produced. Weak hydraulics, frequent breakdowns, and a hard-to-service engine made it universally disliked. Farmers and mechanics alike criticized its design. Introduced during a critical transition period, the 2010 became an embarrassment instead of a breakthrough. It failed so badly that it remains the benchmark for John Deere's lowest point. These tractors prove that even legendary brands stumble. When engineering falls short, testing is rushed, or cost-cutting goes too far, trust is lost. From the hated 2010 to compact tractors that lacked real capability, these machines remind us that green paint alone doesn't guarantee quality. Which failure surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more agricultural history that tells the truth, especially when the legend gets it wrong.